moron! Dude! Look at me! I'm the waterboard, dude!
Well, good Friday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, guys. Oh, man. We were so close last night. So close. You know what? I'm going to say, Leo, shut the hell up. Shut your bitch ass up about the Cowboy game. That's just a tune-up. Well, I tell you what, you a hoopty then, because that tune-up shows that you got a whole lot of problems more than just engine problems just need to be tuned up. You guys got some real issues. Jalen Carter could be suspended for multiple games. Could be. A.J. Brown did not look right with that hamstring, and it doesn't get better out there playing. You lost the special teamers early on, and then you ended up losing your starting guard. Who knows how bad it is? He started out with a bad knee and having surgery just a couple weeks ago and was out with a bad back. I'm just saying, you have been fortunate when it comes to injuries and not defeating yourselves. Jalen Carter, what he did, truly hurt your team. Let's go to the tape here because I want to recap what exactly happened and how bad this actually is. Let's go to the tape.
No idea, obviously, what was said, but Jalen Carter out of this game.
So let me get another little piece to this. Let me pull this on over because we want to deal with this. We've got so many facets we want to deal with. This was Dak Prescott in his own words here in this.
I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman, and I just spit ahead. But he goes, "You trying to spit on me?" And at that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like, I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like, we're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookie. And so when I stepped through, I actually say the words like, "Well, what would I need to spit on you for?" And he just spit on me in that moment, and it was more of a surprise than anything. I was like, hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the
hell
game.
Yeah.
Didn't realize he was getting ejected. Unfortunate that he did. Hell of a player.
Let's watch that again because I'm sorry I caught it in the middle of it. But okay, let me at least say this much. So Dak Prescott, he's in there with his guys. Now, if you watch it, now see, here's what the thing is people are trying to say, well, Dak Prescott baited him. Well, okay. If you think that, well, your guy was too stupid to recognize that he was being baited. But here's what I'm going to say is watch it because you see the Eagle players all huddled up and you have Jalen Carter kind of walking and prancing like, and you, this is where you're like, okay, he's trying to intimidate the Cowboys. Okay, he's trying to intimidate them. And, you know, specifically, I guess, Tyler Booker trying to psych him out because Tyler Booker said, you know, I can't wait to, you know, face the best. So here it is. He's walking back and forth, actually trying to bait the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, you know, he's in with his guys and he sees this and spits on the ground and looks at him and smiles. And Carter steps up. Here's the thing that's kind of crazy is you usually don't see quarterbacks stepping into the fray like this. because they worry about if Tyler Booker ain't the guy, this guy can clean my clock. He can end my career. And Jalen Carter is that good of a player that he could literally do that. Dak Prescott showed no fear whatsoever.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Seriously. Dak Prescott was like, "Oh, you trying to mess with my guy? You trying to mess with my guy?" He stepped out of the huddle up to Jalen Carter to basically say, hey, bro, I ain't scared of you, mother humpers, okay? I ain't scared of you.
Enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking...
Somewhere in here, I thought I had,
Everybody strap in.
I ain't scared of you, mother. Oh, I need to get that one. No, that's on my other set. It's on my other set. But he literally pulled out a Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you, mother. Okay? And Jalen Carter lost his cool. And he may be lost and suspended for some games. I don't know if the NFL does it or not. But you can't do shit like that. You cannot do shit like that. Now, I'm going to say, shout out to my Dallas Cowboys. Because my Cowboys, they played well. You can look at this game and you can say the fumble by Miles Sanders was a game changer. Without a doubt. Actually, you might be able to say that the spit by Jalen Carter was a game changer. Okay? You might say that. I definitely would say that was a game changer that made a difference. You could say the drops by CeeDee Lamb were game changers. Dak Prescott haters, listen, he went toe for toe in Philadelphia on banner night on the road with new coaches and everything else. He did everything, including had he not made that tackle on the fumble, that's going to the house. That game is over. He did everything that you needed him to do. He ended up getting away where he should have been sacked twice on one play. He got away twice and runs for 4 yards. His hamstring, that ain't an issue anymore. It's not an issue anymore. And you talk about a guy who is the leader. This is Dak Prescott's team without a doubt. You saw him on the sidelines firing up his guys. You saw him standing up for his offensive linemen. I ain't seen balls like that on a quarterback in a long time. He was hitting he was hitting the targets dead on. You could not get better pass plays from Peyton Manning in that game to CeeDee Lamb that were dropped. They did everything. It fell short. Between the lack of holding calls, and we can go through and we can look at them. And any Eagle fan out there that looks at some of those holding calls and says they didn't make a difference, they're lying to you. I can say there's probably more questions about the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, it's September. It's still early. It's still early. But this morning, I'm going to say this is all about Dak Prescott. You all, even Walker Wade called me this morning and said, man, we're going to be all right, man. We had chances to do that. He said, Dak Prescott impressed the hell out of me. That's Walker Wade. That's Walker Wade, who is always, you never know which Wade you're going to get. You never know. But this morning, he was all behind Dak Prescott. You can't look at this and say it was Dak Prescott's fault. I know some of the haters out there definitely will. But that was a good team game. We got adjustments at halftime for the defense. They ended up giving up 21 points in the first half, only 3 in the second half. The thing that kills me is when we look at the games we played last year, where we're getting like 38 and 42 points, something like that. Yeah, 38 and 42 against the Eagles. They gave up 24. I'm okay with them giving up 24 to the Eagles on the road at their banner night. That says to me that this team is better than what people think they are. Let's go to the press conference with my man, Dak Prescott. What happened?
Yeah, probably spit 1,000 times throughout the game. I mean, especially game day, maybe even in general, and something I guess I'm not proud of. But in that case, he was trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Tyler Booker. I was just looking at him. I was right here by the two linemen, and I guess I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman, and I just spit ahead. But I would say he was back there where Jory was in that sense, and he asked, or he goes, "You trying to spit on me?" And at that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like we're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookie. And so when I stepped through, I actually say the words like, "What the hell would I? Excuse me, but I'm probably even more colorful. What would I need to spit on you for?" And he just spit on me in that moment, and it was more of a surprise than anything. Refs obviously saw it through the flag. I was like, "Hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the game off." Didn't realize he was getting ejected. Unfortunate that he did. Hell of a player. Changed our plan and our blocking scheme. As I've told you all right before the week, that we're going to protect against him. So helped in that manner. But I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that feel sorry for him in the sense of yeah, I mean, I know how excited each and every one of us are, right, to kick off the season and the season opener, and hell of a player like that doesn't even get a chance in the first play. Yeah, unfortunate circumstances.
How did you keep your composure in that situation? You saw you just like motion to the ref, you see what he just did.
Yeah, I was more surprised. I mean, honestly, it hit me more on like my shirt of my collar, I guess, than straight skin, and thankfully. But yeah, I was just more surprised. I mean, like I said, I was insulted that he even thought I tried to spit on him. So for him to react and spit, sure it's not something he's proud of.
Clarence Hill, DLS Cowboys. Can you talk about your relationship with CeeDee Lamb? You talked to him after the game. Certainly had a lot of drops. You took ownership of those drops. You just talk about your conversation with him and how that went.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him after the series, after one of them or so, obviously right there at the end of the game. And, yeah, in the locker room, I mean, there wasn't a big, long talk need to have as he took ownership and accountability, right, to you guys, I'm sure. He shut me up in the same sense of, taking accountability. And after the game, going over to him, and he's just doing this. And, it's just more of like that wasn't just those plays. There's throws out there that I want back, but it's game one. And he's a guy that makes those plays. He's going to make those plays. We're not going to get down on him. We're not going to lose confidence by any means. And he will make those plays. So, yep.
No more pictures, but you take any solace in how you guys came out and played and performed the game?
Yeah, for sure. With all the change, new head coach, group went out there, physical as hell, together. It was fun every way through. Obviously, we thought we had a chance. We had opportunities. Defense is trying to blame themselves in the first half, and offense is going to blame themselves in the second half. So a lot of accountability was taken in the locker room, but we're definitely process-oriented. And as Shadi said, if we continue to compete and play physical like that, we're going to be proud of the team that we can put together each and every week. So it's 1 of 17, and right, I didn't think we were going to go undefeated. So sucks. Wanted to get the first one, obviously, especially against a good team, a rival. Division, but we got to move on, and we got another division game next week. So,
Dak Prescott, the ESPN. Obviously, all the stuff that happened with Micah in the last week and stuff. How do you think your team handled that and responded, not having him out there today?
Yeah, I think they were great. I don't think that was in anyone's mind. They're professionals, and particularly on that side of the ball, right? That they went out there and did their job. I don't think it was like we're going to miss this or miss that. He's a hell of a pass rusher and probably would have made plays, but we're not going to live in that and don't care to, honestly. We wish him the best and truly wish him the best. And this is about this team. This is about the 2025 Dallas Cowboys, that defense, those young rushers making a name for themselves. Guys went out there and made some plays and got some pressure there late in the game.
There you go.
So I don't think necessarily a beat was missed, and I really give credit to it, right? I mean, unfortunate, I won't say the holdout, but the hold in during training camp, right? He wasn't necessarily taking the reps with the team, so I don't think that was something that they had to figure out. I was just go out there and let's build off of what we've been doing since training camp.
John Short with The Athletic. in the locker room after Jerry Jones said that he felt bad for Coach Schottenheimer and how he thought that he had.
Don't feel bad for him. That was a great outing.
I think that first game went for
Yeah, we were prepared. As I said, he did everything he can to give us opportunity, especially one as a head coach and having us prepared with the way we went out there and we're physical, the way we played together. We've just got to play a little bit more complimentary, and what I mean by that, right, is defense gets some stops in the first half and we score points in the second half, and then we're going to be proud of the outcome of this game. But as a head coach, he did his job, and as a play caller, he gave us every opportunity, and he was dialing it up. So, yeah, it sucks that he didn't get his first win here tonight in game one, but it's a long season, and he's going to get it.
How would you evaluate yourself in the game?
I got to go back and look at it. It was fun just to be out there. Super thankful and blessed to be back into the game, back with those guys, that line, that group, those receivers. Just felt good, felt great out there. Obviously, there were some throws, particularly right, couple one to Jake right there, one to Brev. I want to get a little bit higher, give them a little bit more catchable ball, but I feel like I played a smooth game.
Nick Harris, former Star Soldier in the offense overall, heavy use of free-snap motion, some aggressiveness on third and short. Scored 20 in the first half, none in the second. What was your overall evaluation of the offense?
Yeah, we got to finish. We got to come out and score in the second half.
That's the truth.
We've got to get points. You just said it, all 20 were in the first half, and you can't go score 20 in the first half and then lay a goose egg in the second half. So the red zone turnover obviously doesn't help, but we had opportunities even on that drive to score, and we've got to capitalize on those before we even get to that play. So that's not on Miles. That's not on anyone. So we've got to capitalize just as a unit, and that's my point about being process-oriented, and every man in that locker room felt that, particularly on offense, and defense would say the same about the first half. So a lot to grow from.
You guys carry a chip on your shoulder coming into tonight, defending Super Bowl champs, 8.5-point favorites.
I don't think that they have any means of the chip that's on our shoulder. Me personally, I don't know the line. I don't know if I ever know a line. I doubt any guy in that locker room is playing to a line. So we don't give a damn of what that is. This is the NFL, and we know we can win. And we went out there and gave ourselves an opportunity, and we just didn't do it tonight, and they got it.
Louis Scruggs, NBC5 Dallas. Dak, you got a lot of come from behind wins in your career here. All 3 minutes to go. Do you feel like you let one get away here?
Yeah, didn't want it for sure.
Yeah, damn right. We
felt like we were.
What kind of dumbass question is that?
That one, and then getting it with 3 minutes left and having some plays out there that we didn't make. Yeah, for sure, got away.
Can you speak to having Tyler Guyton back there, missed a lot of camp here, and then a rookie, and Tyler Booker here, and how that line played for you?
Yeah, those dudes did a hell of a job, and I compliment them during that lightning delay, and again after the game I really think the only time I was on the ground was making the tackle after the fumble for the most part. Like, those young guys came out there, they set the tone on being physical. When we talk about being physical, it starts with the guys in the trenches on offense and defensive line, and our guys set the tone for us early, got the run game going, and kept me clean all night. So, yeah, a lot to be proud of, and that's one of the main things right there is how those guys play. And as you said, Tyler, to miss time throughout training camp, and then to come back and thought maybe he would be on a snap count, right? Something like that. And guy goes out there and shows he's ready and he can keep producing each and every drive or series, and he did that.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News. Dak, running was an emphasis this offseason for you in terms of training. How did you kind of feel like that work this offseason translated to this first game?
For me?
Yeah,
I felt slow on that one. I broke the tackle, I guess, in the pocket. But other than that, I felt healthy. That was the main part of it, is being able to run, whether it's to get out of pressure, use my legs when I need to, and just be healthy throughout the game. So it's something that I'm not going to stop and just keep building on. But a lot of work has went into this, and we'll continue to grow from it.
Zach Gill, WFAN, Infinity Sports Network. I know you're pretty thorough on what happened with Jalen Carter, but just getting back to it, spitting on someone is a pretty serious thing. Is the ejection enough for you, or do you think the league should maybe suspend it?
That's not my call.
Yeah, that's not your thing.
That's not my call.
Michael Delongo, news source. This delay thing is becoming more regular, but there's still kind of a new wrinkle in this. So
The what thing? Excuse me?
The delay you had with the lightning delay,
Oh, gotcha.
during the game. It's becoming a more and more habit now, but it's still kind of a new wrinkle here. But as players, how prepare for something like this and stay sharp when this happens, and how much of an effect did it have?
Yeah, I don't think it had that much of an effect. If anything, hell, it probably helped us out, right? It was right after a turnover, maybe stopped their momentum, and maybe people forget about what had happened right there. Unfortunately, we played in a game last year where it went longer than that. So I don't think we didn't start the game, though, did we? Yeah. Yeah, so, but still, I mean, guys being a professional, and that's part of it, right? Come in, take the cleats off, shoulder pads off, relax a little bit. Hang out, the vibes were high. The guys were confident in us going out there and finishing this game. And it was just, getting off your feet. But then again, once you knew you were about 15 minutes to go, it was about getting the body back warm. And obviously we got to get out there and have that warm up. So it's just part of being a pro. You just got to adjust when it's called for.
There you go. Dak Prescott. You know what? I get a lot of grief for supporting Dak and believing Dak and things. I don't know how much more he could have done to have gotten that win. It was a tale of two halves. The defense was terrible the first half. They were great the second half. They were great. The offense was great the first half. Got cold. They had mistakes. And see, on a night like that, there's no margin for error. There's no margin for error. But I'm going to say the fact that our defense made adjustments and didn't have the onslaught, it could have very easily gone sideways in that game and been a blowout. But they showed me a lot, and it lets me know I think this team's going to be okay this season. And don't forget, there's something strange about the Cowboys. When they win the first game, they don't make the playoffs. They don't. I don't know why. It's the craziest stat out there. I thought it was just a Jason Garrett thing. It's not. It's a Cowboy thing. Already good people, as always. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I got to say, it's been crazy. It's been crazy the last whole offseason. It'll be interesting to see, do the Eagles slow their roll, the Trolls, or do they come back and say, hey, we finally beat Dak Prescott in the regular season, so we definitely are great. But it's giving at least the opportunity that now they got to worry about Kansas City, and we got to worry about the Giants. There's no time for crying over spilled milk. You got to get ready to roll again. As always, I got to get out of here.
Can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down now. Get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you want another phone. Everything's going to be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Yourself.